Alrighty guys, I charged the camera up quite a bit. Not fully charged, but enough to keep me going. I put that reflective material behind the fireplace. I still have to go all the way up with it. And I got a spot down here. I added this that extra section that was just scrap, so I got a use for that, and it's just a that painted white piece. I think that was the lid or something. It's got hinges, but I just used up those 2x4s. It's basically not doing a whole lot. It's just kind of for show, this side of things, and it gives the someone's in the bathroom, using the bathroom, I don't have to see them, they don't have to see me type of thing. Which is good. And yeah, so if you're at the toilet, if I sit here now, obviously you're going to be concealed, even if you stand up pretty much, so good to go. So that's good. Did a bunch of stuff. Got the wall moved. You guys saw that probably in my other video. And we got my light mounted. You saw that as well. And I moved my angle iron back in here for the rest of the solar. Still, I vacuumed, moved my old wiring board back here, and then the angle iron is in behind that, the vertical pieces. But yeah, it's looking not too bad in here, guys. I'm eager to try the fireplace out again next winter, or this coming winter. Once that's all the way up and I have the ceiling done and everything like that, it'll be cool to see how well this improves everything. And yeah, so I'm out of here for today. Dyson's on charge. I'm probably gonna leave that going, the inverter, just to polish off a nice charge for the Dyson, or maybe not. I'll just shut it off. That way we're not wasting power overnight. But I emptied it, was getting full. Took some photos for Instagram, and there you go. So it's pretty reflective, that stuff. It's like a mirror. You can kind of see me and everything. So, and that stuff won't catch fire as easily as that stuff will. And I still have a nice gap between them, and uses up some junk. And it has a couple benefits. Reflects the heat that way, and has your more concealed bathroom for privacy. So there you go. So I'm out of here for now, guys. We'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, guys, I set up my little solar light on the back wall at the entrance here, so I can just pull this string and we have power. And then with the reflective survival blanket, it'll help light this up. And then I also strung the solar LED lights, and if I cover them, there they go. And I normally keep them on this mode, which is just an on mode. So we'll go from there. But right now, I think we're gonna make this the aquaponics area, just behind the bed. And I gotta open up Mike's gear here, check it out, and set this thing up. So I'm gonna start going ahead and doing this. So I'll set the camera down. Hopefully it doesn't collapse. It's just a tiny little This is a tiny little tripod for this thing. Now, one thing I gotta say is I'm gonna cycle this thing many times before I even get fish. So that's mushroompatch.com. Mike, he donated his whole aquaponics setup, and he was using it to grow all kinds of stuff. He had mushrooms going and all kinds of goodies. So we'll bring some of the gear down. So we have the oxygen bubbler here, the air stone, and I'm gonna place that. I guess that goes just in the center. I guess it won't stick because nothing's really wet. So we got that. We have the air pump. And I believe this goes to this. Yes, sir. And this is a, oh good, it has a nameplate, but it's all in black, so I don't want to show you. It'd be hard to pick up on camera. 120 volt, 4 watts. So I'm sure that will be fine for an off-grid system. We'll find out. Next, we have a power supply, heavy duty, UV hang-on filter, 5 watts. We don't need a filter. Oh wait, this is ultraviolet lamp. I'm guessing we may, here's the lamp. Well, I don't know if I'd want that in an aquaponics setup though. That doesn't seem to make sense to me, because it would kill, it'll kill the algae and stuff, but what can you say, right? So here we have a mini water pump, 6.5 watt, made in Taiwan, and that would be used to pump the water up and into the aquaponics setup up top there. So that hose goes onto that. Actually, if I put it over here, I'll have a way of seeing this stuff. Sorry I'm using the older camera because my new one's on charge. 100 watt aquarium heater. Now that's one thing that's going to concern me is this. I don't know if that's even going to be possible to run. He has beta bites, fish food, frog and tadpole bites, tropical color, natural color enhancer. What is this? Color bits. I guess it's some type of high supplement form. Omega-1 natural protein formula, fresh water flakes. Staple food for fry. A lot of different medications or food for these fish. Now he's got a 5-in-1 test strip for checking the pH level, which is good. There you go, you guys can see that. Some kind of cover. This thing must go onto here. Yep. We got a timer, which will come in handy. And here we have a digital timer, or not a digital, it's a mechanical timer. Oh, another extension for the air pump, so I should hook that on. There we go. And then a surge bar. Perfect. So, also, there is a fluorescent bulb here, which I don't think is needed. 14 watts, 120 volt. I don't think I need this. I haven't taken care of fish in a long time, but just saying. Okay, so we got a couple timers, a surge protector, the food and pH tester. We got the heater, which is kind of concerning because that's a lot of power. We got pump and air pump, which are a must. The heater, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to run that. We'll find out. But there you go. So that's the little setup there, guys. And I have the grow medium tray right there. So obviously the stuff is going to be hooked up there. And I'll have to sort this out. Bring some water over. Test everything to make sure I can hook this up and it'll run. I'll put the food and stuff away for now because we're not going to be dealing with that stuff for a while. But at least I got the basic parts here to get me going. Oh, and the UV lights over here, which I gotta kind of figure out what I'm going to use that for exactly. That's kind of like what? And then this is some type of filter, though I highly doubt I need a filter because that's what the whole point of the 15 volt. Oh, this is the UV light holder. Huh. Strange. Very strange. We'll figure it out. Be nice if they had something that was an electric heater that was not super high on the voltage scale here. This must go with that UV thing too. Yeah. But this is basically the setup. This, like I said, I do not think I'm going to be able to run a heater whatsoever off of off-grid solar, especially at nighttime. So, we'll figure it out, guys. I'm sure there's a lot of people online who will give me the comments of what I really need. But a couple timers, surge bar, and the 2 pumps, and that should be all she wrote. as long as I get my timers correct and go from there, things should be good. The air pump will be always on, no matter what. That little pump will not. So, yeah. Crazy, right? And then I can actually, what I can do for an experiment, bring in the stuff I got growing at the house over and put it in the grow medium up top there. I have the cilantro and green pepper plants growing. So that'll be interesting to see what comes out. My broccoli didn't make it. For some reason, some white stuff started to grow on it and killed it. So I was like, what? Mold or something? But there you go. So there's the beginnings of a setup for an off-grid aquaponics. Hopefully I don't need to run that heater, but something tells me I need it. You guys will let me know in the comments. So